Hey, welcome back to Ping Pong Flicks. My name is Chris Wong. I am watching Power Rangers the movie tomorrow night. Woo! But that's not what you're here for, is it? We're going to talk about Godzilla, King of the Monsters. King of Monsters. King of the Monsters. What is it called? I have no idea. King of the Monsters. Early concept art. That was unveiled by Carlos Fuente. He originally pitched concept art for Gareth Edwards' Godzilla 2014, or even before that, before they even made it. Did they take some of his art and turn it into what Gareth Edwards' Godzilla 2014 is now? Well, let's take a look at the first artwork he did. It is Godzilla, and he looks like an otter. Wow. I like how the size of him, it does look similar to Godzilla 2014. The back plates, however, are more reminiscent of the Japanese version. The way the head kind of shapes up and the body kind of tapers out to the tail does very much looks like the original Japanese ones, especially like Final Wars comes to mind. But the head looks like a dog or an otter. I can't put my mind around it. The other thing that I don't really like about this design is the claws. Looks very much like it should be a creature from the ocean, creature from the sea. I can almost see like they could put webbing between his claw fingers, and it's just so small. The way it's hunched over, it's more like an alligator. More like a lizard, like he should be crawling on all fours, and he's just getting up on his hind legs just for this pose right here. I really do like the Godzilla 2014 designs compared to this one, although I wish they actually do get some of that leg features for Godzilla 2014 instead of the stumps they have now. But I'm not complaining. Godzilla 2014 is what we got, and that we're going to stick with. But this is not all that he drew. This is definitely not all that he drew. And the next sketch that's coming up is incredibly exciting. Boom! King Ghidorah himself! And look how much he pretty much resembles what we think of as in the Japanese version. You get any kid who loves this Godzilla universe, he'll look at that, and yes, he does look like King Ghidorah. He does look like him. It resembles him. The color is there. The 3 heads is there. This one seems to have 3 tails instead of 2. The way he's actually actively going on the ground resembles more of like a bat. Or even this. What if they got the concept of the wings and the way he's strutting around, and that's where we got the Muto from Godzilla 2014. In the original plan, they could have actually done a King Ghidorah, but maybe they were saving it for later, and then they decided to use some part of the concept but had their own monster. They made the Mutos to look at how especially the winged Muto to look like how he does now, giant cockroach. The interesting thing is that Carlos Fuente was not intimidated by the original alien kaiju, his own words, alien kaiju. And so he made this to make it look more agile, more aggressive looking. And it does look like a dragon from what you've seen on like Game of Thrones, Smog, that sort of appeal to this character in what a Western view of dragons, and added to King Ghidorah and melded the two together to create what we have here in this creation. But what is interesting is when Carlos Fuente says alien kaiju, what comes to mind is that if you've seen Kong Skull Island, and I believe you do because you're a kaiju fan and you would have clicked this video otherwise, but if you have seen Kong Skull Island and know about from Godzilla, we know the earth has a hollow center, and out of this hollow center, giant monster, giant daikaijus are coming out of the woodwork because humanity keeps bombing the earth with nuclear bombs, seismic bombs, anything, all and everything, just all that violence towards the center of earth, and it's just shaking them up, waking these creatures out of the earth and coming out. And that's why we have Godzilla That's why we have Kong. That's why we have Skullcrawlers. And then that's why we might even have Rodan and Mothra. But is King Ghidorah gonna be an alien? Are they actually gonna divert away from humanity and Mother Nature to something extraterrestrial? Is King Ghidorah gonna come in a giant diamond in the sky and explode into Monster Zero? Okay, it won't be that corny. Are they gonna add elements of aliens, outer space, extraterrestrials, or are they gonna keep King Ghidorah like how they did in GMK, where he's like the guardian from underground? I know he's not gonna be a good guy. That's almost a given, as looking at that prophetic drawings that was unveiled in the end of Kong Skull Island. It does show Godzilla gonna battle with King Ghidorah, and that will be a legendary battle. And Godzilla in his own right is a hero coming out of his own film, so I wouldn't think that Godzilla will turn villainous in this way. So let's throw GMK Ghidorah out of the way. The aspect of him coming out of the earth could still be the same, but I would be very interested to see if there are legendaries willing to go out and up the ante by adding an extraterrestrial or even a meteor that just falls in the sky and turns into Monster Zero. That, I mean, it doesn't have to be aliens from outer space, but he could have just came from somewhere else. Will they do that? I don't know, and we'll have to wait and see and find out if Legendary is even using these concept art. This is before Godzilla 2014, but with that in mind, they've seen it. If this was pitched to them, they've seen it, they've adapted it, they looked at it and says, maybe we'll make Godzilla versus King Ghidorah. I'm interested to see if Carlos Wento or anybody else have made drawings from Mothra and Rodan. So excited. I can't believe it's going to be 2 years away. It's so long. In any case, super excited, super stoked to see that this MonsterVerse exploded wide open. Now, what do you guys think about these Godzilla early concept designs, this King Ghidorah early concept designs, or what could possibly be what we'll see in King of the Monsters? Let me know your thoughts down below, and thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.